Так, ну продолжаем расследование.
Isn't he the cop who won a medal in solving all the cases?
Так, куда поехать? Ну, в типографию поехали. Посмотрим, что там.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait, scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good brunette. Slow down!
Man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
Take it
easy.
Типография.
Phelps, leave him be.
Ну дай доебаться-то, ну.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. Have done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind. We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightball.
Повеливает, сука.
Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
Врет.
I think you're in this up to your neck, Lightball.
You're out of your mind. What an allegation. I'll report you to your superiors. The chief of police is a very good friend of mine.
Тут только это.
A very heartfelt and genuine apology is in order from you, young man.
Сука, не угадал.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Вот это угадал.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Так, вот. Получили. Блять, а кого ищем? А, не этот. Не этот. Бля, что-то надо найти. Так, ладно, смотрим. А, вот.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Legval. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer.
Вот.
Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Ладно.
I don't need this.
Come on, Cole, leave him alone.
Поехали. Походу. Вот с этим надо общаться. Сейчас мы распутаем этот клубок.
All units of 459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2, identified.
Ебать, другой конец города, что ли? А куда ты, блядь, перестраиваешься? Так.
We should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
А чё началось-то?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Понятно.
Throw out the guns.
Да отцепись ты, блядь.
Weapons on the ground now.
Блядь, перезарядка. Минус. Так, надо поближе. Куда поближе? Ебать вас тут. Минус. Ага, один остался. Да отцепись-то, блядь, что ты прилипаешь-то? Так, нам наверх не так, да?
Stay in cover.
Ну, вылезем, сука.
That's toward the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot. Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
Так.
Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Так, ладно. А это что?
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
Так, здесь пока все.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
Don't lie to me. I'm not in the mood for any more lies.
The slips are the real deal, and I order them from Marquee.
Бля, что-то тут выбор уже пиздец. Ну дай попробую.
I want a mouthpiece.
Ну
The
пиздец.
organization employs a very good one. Does a great job of keeping Mickey C out on the streets.
Ну не угадал, ладно.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
Плохая ниточка, плохая. Так, а Гордон это кто у нас? Управляющие марки. Ну пошли. Погнали.
Heard this is a triple homicide. Is that true?
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, we shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Ну давайте такое.
Especially when he's surrounded by evidence. But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightball, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency
Да
or
едет
greed.
твою мать.
It's always
там.
one of the two that brings him down.
Goddamn drag racers.
Поехали.
KGPL to any unit. The 459, they're now at 267 South Main. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Сука. Вот вы, блядь. Да дебилы вы, ёбаные. Всем, блядь, надо идти. Вот и ладно, это правильно. Ну куда ты перестраиваешься? Так. Вот.
Goddamn boy, having a season in hell.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Блять, а что мне выбрать? Давай посмотрим, что у
Save
нас
it,
нового.
Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
Радостно. Радостно. Похуй ему. Похуй. Что ему насрать на все. Ага.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Ладно, сейчас используем этот. Значит, сомнения.
Your money and influence will be worthless in San Quentin. If you don't go crazy in the first couple of months, then you'll probably get knifed in the chow line. Is that what you want?
Save it for the suckers, detective. You'll get nothing from me.
Сука, значит,
Gordon
вроде.
Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
Блядь. Ебать, тут на выбор столько всего.
With the two GTA suspects we had to let walk free? Or with a female suspect who, I am reliably told, slipped the leash with embarrassing ease? You just lost the chance to crack one of the biggest criminal operations in this city. How do you think that makes me look? The chief has my balls in a frying pan! Now get out there and fill some charge sheets. Misdemeanors if you have to. Get me something before I even think about giving you another case.
Чё-то я походу облажался, да? Блять. И чё теперь будет? Ебать, я ущерба нанес. С достаточным поощрением он, возможно, дал бы показания. Сука. Обосрался, ну, блядь, бывает. Но я же не Шерлок Холмс.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Coroner says it's gonna be at least a week to get him out.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Skyline.
Look at you, Banter looking.
Почти Skyline,
My
да.
eye, watching my captain.
Ну пошли посмотрим,
Just trying to fit
где.
in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. They break the rules.
Да, блядь, мимо. Вот сюда. А как мне туда попасть? Ну ладно, поехали сейчас. Развернемся. Отсюда, наверное. Вот так вот.
Stop just ahead. Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon.
She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the 2 of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
This ain't the red carpet. So get out of my lens.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Ну как нам вниз спуститься? Наверное, где-то там, да? Вроде там где-то следы. Ну наш спуститься глянуть. Что там у нас?
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Ну подожди это.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Ну вот трусили.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Понятно. Что в сумочке? Я плачку почитать.
She's a long way from home.
Это про Джесси. Ага. Ладно. Это про Джесси. А может, с этой стороны что-нибудь есть? И бардачок не откроется. Ладно.
I don't really know too much, Detective. Maybe ask the coroner.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Ну ладно.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit
Ну
state.
пошли с бабой общаться. Что нам недоактриса расскажет?
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of Beast of...
I don't like sadness.
Нахуй послал.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. But who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
Блять, ладно.
Who drugged you, Mrs. McAfee?
You really are a cute detective. But a little too naive for my taste.
Сука, знает кто.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Ну,
She's your
окей.
protege?
You could say that. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
Окей. Ёб твою
We
мать.
found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Это она, блядь.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Во, Бишоп.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
Блять,
Mrs.
эти
McAfee,
парни.
I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm being taken in?
You could say that.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that you were under the influence of narcotics and that you are withholding information from the police.
My husband is going to want a word with you, Sonny Jim.
I think we're
Да
good
не
here.
вопрос.
Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Ладно, поехали в больницу, да?
The early bird gets the worm. The second mouse eats the cheese.
KCPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
11K Roger, en route.
Блядь, где вот свет? Я тут проеду. Ага. Я понял. И там я не проеду. Ну, поехали так. Бля. Я промазал.
Look out!
О. Ну, пошли искать.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No, I don't
Feeling
need
better
to be
since this
manhandled
morning,
by a
Jessica?
doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey,
My head still
where is
feels
the telephone? Do you know who I am?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Сомнения.
You're holding out on me, Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any
Сука.
more questions right now.
Опять не угадал.
We need to
Ладно.
get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Ну ладно. Поверим.
Legally, you're still a minor, Jessica. We have to inform your parents.
Please, please don't do that. My daddy will kill me.
Блять, опять не угадал. Сука.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
Ну, согласен.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of the camera with the lights turned on you.
Опять не то. То что ж
I know what
такое-то?
happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Сука, вот тут ты врешь.
God damn it, tell the truth, Jessica.
I am telling the truth. I don't know where the place is. I barely know this city. I think you should leave now. You're being horrible to me.
Да
You
ёб
should think
твою
about
мать.
going home, Jessica. You're getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
Вот. Блять, я в тупике.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her. There she goes. Come on.
Ну пиздец какой-то. А как с ними, блядь, разговаривать?
Easy, Cole. Better back it off.
Чё-то мне не везет. Я пытаюсь логически
She
подумать.
seems to have made a remarkably speedy
Но
recovery.
логика, походу, в этой игре не сильно работает.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mail.
Столик, где лежит газета.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803. Sure, I caught the film.
Поехали, посмотрим, что там у Бишопа.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place.
Christ alive!
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy
Да
McCaffrey's
ёб
wife in the
твою
first
мать.
place.
Сука, все притормаживают, этот блять не
Capital break a
хочет.
fella's legs just from looking at his broad.
What did you make of the kid? Believe the
Пиздец, я
story?
пошел.
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units, officers help. Major 415, 1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KTPL clear.
Gun it!
Где-то уже
Get to the
рядом.
apartment before someone gets hurt.
Он где-то уже рядом.
Car 11K, 11K, we have no other units available. What is your ETA to the 415 in progress
Ну
at
почти да,
1220
есть.
West 7th Street?
I'm Detective Phelps. We received a call about a domestic disturbance in apartment 803.
Oh, the detectives. Listen, Mrs. Bishop's pretty upset. Take the elevator and then left down the corridor. It's the last door on the right.
Налево по коридору.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
LAPD, ma'am. Are you in danger?
I'm all right now. You just missed them. Horrible, awful men.
Are you injured, Mrs.?
Mrs. Bishop. Gloria Bishop. Please, come in, officers. I'll just need to sit down for a moment. Forgive me.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am.
Just look at this mess!
We'll take a quick search of the premises, ma'am. You take a moment to gather your thoughts.
I will. Thank you, officer.
Ну что мне тут надо найти?
Seems irrelevant. Don't think this is anything.
Ну ладно.
Maybe. No.
Веселый ковбой.
Presented to Mark.
Ну, бабки.
Doesn't look like anything. I don't think this is going to help us.
Ну ладно. Ну, тут только это. Это странная хуйня какая-то.
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Ну, тут ложки, понятно. Ну, чашка тут нам не интересна. Ну, чё ты встал как каменный-то? Где статуэтка-то? Ладно.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Ну,
Your
поверим.
husband was using June Ballard in his new movie?
Hardly. Mark feels that June Ballard has limited range and is over the hill.
Да ёб твою мать-то. Ну и чё теперь делать? А еще раз можно пообщаться?
A girl learns to take knocks in this town.
Нельзя.
You go. I'll be back.
Блять.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
What do you think? Take a look around. You never know what those goons might have left behind.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Ну, блять, ну чё её брать-то?
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble. Hopgood might know.
Блять. Ой.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thank you.
Что ж так мне не везет-то, а? Ну, поехали. Где тут лифт-то?
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife, finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Где здесь, да? Блять. Как же, сука, с ними общаться-то?
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
Yeah, you'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average gated broad.
Well, she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and the cat.
Our units also need assistance. 540 West 9th Street at Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle code 2 identify.
Open your eyes!
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
Это мулят меня нахуй. Чую прямо в воду. Так, а где это у нас? Где-то здесь? Да, здесь. Ну, пойдем пообщаемся.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Но тут мы должны найти фигурку без башки.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Junk.
Хуя себе хуй. Башка. Ладно.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Ладно. Ну, по таблеточке.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Угу. Аргумент для общения, я понял. А где там эта дверь?
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Ну, зашибись.
doesn't appear to be connected.
Ну понятно, тут это для подготовки.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Ну ладно,
You and Bishop
допустим.
are close friends, colleagues?
It's business. I normally deal direct with the studio. Have you tried his production office?
Пиздец. Сука, опять сомнения надо выбирать, да? А что еще мне надо отыскать? То особо-то и нет ничего больше. Бля, а ты что думаешь?
I have some friends in the LAPD, so I won't be leaned on.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Ну, шляпа. Так, ну это выход. А тут по сути-то больше ничего и нету, да? Ну да.
Doesn't give me anything to go on. Doesn't tell me anything.
Чё, может... О! Блять, может все-таки это...
Nothing significant.
А как понять, что мне надо?
I doubt it.
Да хуй знает, что это такое. Ой, ваши задумки-то. Ну и что ты от меня-то еще хочешь? Так, дверь открыта. О, Юрик. Ну эти две башки я посмотрел. Таблетки это и есть. Здесь не нажимается, а камера нужна. Ну что здесь с башками? Может башкой что-нибудь надо? Да хуй знает. Может с этой что? Да вроде нет. Мне надо найти палку без башки, правильно? Ее нету. Ну я хуй его знает. Ладно, я на этом остановлюсь уже. Так что уже фантазии нет. Как-нибудь в следующей серии разберусь.